everyone? Welcome back to the channel, man. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever it is, whenever you guys get a chance to watch this live stream. Just like the last video I did, I have the gain on my mic turned up a little bit more so than what I normally do. So let me know if you guys can hear me, if I'm coming in loud and clear. Maybe I'm coming in a little too loudly and a little too clearly for your guys' likings. Just let me know. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep checking the camera like last time here. Because last time I'm doing this at 720p. We kept getting some freezing issues, and I had to drop it down to 360p. But yeah, hopefully this works out better than last time. Hopefully StreamYard doesn't throw a conniption fit with the video. So I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on the prize here. And yeah, we'll go from there. Again, this is a live stream, chill stream, open discussion, whatever you guys want to talk about, new toys, new figures, new whatever, your opinions on things. If you guys want my opinions on things, whatever it is, let me know while the chat is going on, and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. I'll give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions on it. As always, let's get in the chat first. Big M, what's up, dude? I hope you're doing all right, man. Daniel, what's up, man? Hope you're doing all right. Keldeo Studios in the house, and Keldeo asks, how goes that model train layout? Well, I took a measurement of this little table here that I got, and that's what I'm going to end up working with here. And I've got a spot right over here in my office, right this direction, that I'm probably going to end up putting all of that stuff. Blue Raccoon, Oracle says, Inputs have been busy building that Gotham bank set. It looks so good. Yeah, you guys can't see. Look, we froze. There's the freeze right there. Okay, so let me drop. You know what? Look, I'm just going to drop this down to 360p. That's what worked last time. That's what's going to have to work this time. I'm not going to fight with this. Yeah. But you guys can see this is the Gotham Bank stuff right here. I got Batman. You can see Batman's little cape right there. I've got a classic Wolverine here. I got this little piece for Venom right there. I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing here, and we're just going to chat and customize and stuff like that. What's up, Blue Raccoon, man? I hope you're doing all right. If you guys want to see the Gotham Bank set, let me know. Stop motion is in the works, doing some touch-up stuff, some music stuff on it. So it should be out here pretty soon. Fingers crossed on that. Daniel said Hasbro has posted some new products. I saw they did the another Wreckers pack with Spinister and Top Spin. And, Top Spin, with the Diaclone colors and stuff. I mean, they are what they are. I am curious on whether or not they're going to continue doing the Diaclone colors, because there are more than one Diaclone colors. Actually, there's more than one color for Top Spin and Twin Twist, right? Like, it's not just Diaclone colors. There's Spain had their own colors, Mexico had their own colors, America, all that stuff. So it really kind of makes me wonder if they're going to keep doing the different colors on Top Spin and Twin Twist. The Spinister, however, I like those darker colors on that Spinister. I really do. I do like the fact that he finally comes with his two Target Masters, but the two Target Masters already existed, so I don't understand why they're just not repacks of the old Titans or the Siege Target Masters. So I guess we'll see. Oracle says we need like 5 of these Honda CRV tables. Yeah, every time I go to the junkyard, I'll look for these, definitely. Kedeo says, good to know. Oracle wants to know, is that where my glue sticks went? Yes, they're my glue sticks now. Keldeo says, what's the setup for the bank? Venom getting the moolah. Let's see. I'll show you guys the bank real quick. So we got, bam. Look at that. So I splatter painted it, gave it like a little marble texture and effect and stuff, right? So, and I made the parts where it says Gotham all right here. I made all that removable. They're just ticky tacked on. So, and then the centerpiece right here is also removable, but it's also turnable, right? So, for ease of stop motion, I made it to where you can rotate it pretty easily. So yeah, that's the bank set, and probably it's probably going to be a forever piece in my office because I'm really proud of how it turned out. So Keldeo says, or is guess you could say Saltman X and Saltman Y. I missed out on Spinister, so I'll be picking them up. Yeah, that's the other thing with that Spinister, right? Like Spinister now is like $75-$100 for that Siege Spinister, right? So yeah, it's definitely a pickup for everybody whoever missed out on it. So Oracle says we need to get plastic bin storage and put it in the attic. Yeah. So what am I doing here? I'm going to show you guys how to make some tendrils, like tendril weapons or whatever for your symbiotes, whether they be Mafex, Marvel Legends, Mondo. Like if you got like those big 12-inch animated movie or animated series ones, right? So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys here. It's actually Oracle says you need to show your Superman. All right. I'll show that setup here before I end the live stream. But yeah, keep your comments coming. Let's keep the chat flowing and going. Oracle or Blueprint says, or I would say storage units, but they'd be too far when rent comes. Yeah, definitely. So right here, this is a pretty easy thing to do. So right here, you guys can see I started this, and then I was like, you know what? Let's go live, and or let me go live, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Daniel says, and this Amazon set for Age of the Prime is supposed to be the Wreckers versus the Mayhem Attack Squad, and that's why it's known as the Wreck and Doom pack. And there's supposed to be another one. Oh, yeah, dude. I was reading up. There's supposed to be like a second pack. Yeah, I'm really maybe it could be like Windsweeper repaint. Maybe I don't know. Who do you think would be in that second pack? Cadillo says tinfoil is a good choice to use to simulate metal being bent and broken. Yeah, absolutely. So, like, the reason why I use the foil here, right? You guys can kind of make, well, you probably can't because it's like, low resolution or whatever. So basically what you do is you take your foil, right? And it's real simple. You just take a piece of foil, and what you'll do is you'll wrap it around the chest or the shoulders. Like let's do a new shoulder piece for Venom here. So you take it and you can wrap it around the shoulders like this, and what that does is that gives you the form of the figure on the back, right? So you can see how form-fitting that becomes around the figure. And then what you do, you just take your hot glue. It's real simple, really, really easy stuff. Just make sure if you're doing it like on a section like this, that you might need to have them stand up for something like that. Just be sure that it stays in place. Then what you can do is just take your hot glue and just kind of dab it, all over the foil. Don't get it onto the plastic because the plastic is a bit of a, SOB to get off. To get the glue off the plastic, it can be really difficult. So now you got your glue right there, and you can kind of tilt it, let it kind of slide down, like ooze down, whatever, around the figure, and just kind of let it cool down. And then what this will do is this will give you something. This will give you like something to build up off of, so you're not constantly using the figure. The thing with hot glue is it's in its name, right? It's hot, so that kind of melts the plastic, makes plastic real malleable and stuff. So you don't really want that. You want it to be like you want like a solid piece, and that's where the solid piece that kind of wraps around, that's where the aluminum foil comes into play. Keldeo says, I'm curious on that second pack. Yeah, I am too, definitely. Blue Coon says, does anyone put their toys in storage? Yeah, I actually have a couple of storage bins Am I still? Yeah, it's right there. There's about 3 or 4 of them right there. So yeah, everything from gosh, everything is everything from everything is in those bins. So yeah, and the foil trick, you can use it on big pieces like Venom's back here, or if you want to build something smaller like this. This is for a Carnage right here, one of like a little arm weapon, right? You just do the same thing, pop his hand out, take that foil, put it up as high as you want it to be, right? And wrap it around like that. Give it a nice little like an ending point, so to speak, right? So you can kind of twist it up, twist it around, and you'll have something like this, right? And then you'll just apply the hot glue there, let it cool down, and then you can start adding stuff to it, and that hot glue becomes a really good base. Yeah, I did this one earlier. You slide it right onto his arm like that, and now he's got like a pokey, stabby weapon. So if you guys are doing like displays or articulated comic book art or something like that, right? And what I like about hot glue when it comes to symbiote stuff is, symbiotes are always covered in, like when they launch something out, like say Venom, right? Like Venom's always got like this goopy, drippy type of effect going on, right? So like hot glue can give that effect. And hot glue is very natural too. So you can just kind of like rotate it around and do this and do that with it and just kind of let it flow naturally. Now here's the trick with this part, right? So when you lift this up off of this, you see the foil came with it. Just peel the foil off the hot glue, right? And if you have to, you can cut around the foil, right? So like this is pretty stuck to the hot glue. So you can just kind of cut the foil because it's super thin, and just kind of cut it around like this because you're going to end up painting this stuff anyway, right? So like in this case right here, you can kind of see the foil peeling off. But the whole idea behind this piece, right, is to have Venom be able to hold somebody up against the wall, right? So you put the hand like this in there like that, bam. And now, like I said, he can pin somebody up against the wall. And you just need to paint it at this point. So like I said, if you're doing articulated comic book art, you can have them pinned up against the wall like that or whatever. And like I said, a lot of this stuff doesn't really, the foil is in there in that hand piece right there, right? So sometimes you'll end up, foil will get trapped in it and stuff. You see like on his back effect right here, right? When I put it on, now he's got these tendrils that are going to come out because of the dripping, right? Because it dripped over his shoulders, right? Which I don't really mind if there's anything that the hot glue does that you guys end up not liking, you can just simply cut it off with scissors or shape it or with, the X-Acto knife, a hobby knife, something like that. But now you got your piece, right? You like your little back piece. You can just add some more hot glue, right? And just kind of build it up. Because right here, where the shoulder sits, you can kind of build it up like that. I will say, fair warning to anybody who wants to do this, is the hot glue. You're going to need a lot of hot glue. Because this stuff will eat your hot glue really, really quickly. So, yeah. It's really simple stuff, man. That's really all it is. And like I said, you can do it from Mafex, you can do it from Marvel Legends. Just about anybody that has a symbiote, or any kind of, like it doesn't have to be symbiotes either. Any kind of goopy anything it can be used for, right? So, all right, Blue Coon, take care of yourself. MC DJ in the house. What's up, dude? Keldeo asks, what would be scarier, Symbiote RC or Symbiote Beast Wars Rampage? Symbiote Beast Wars Rampage. That dude's already as nutty as Carnage is, man. Right? Like Rampage is like the Cletus Cassidy of of Cybertron. And the other cool thing is too is like if you have some blast effects or something, like you can put things in the hot glue. So if there's something that you want to add to it, like I have this little bitty axe right here, right? You can add that to like Carnage, like just kind of stick it in the glue like this, right? And then kind of get it stuck in there, hold it in place or whatever. And it'll stick in place. So if you have like some blast effects or something, you can add blast effects to the hot glue and really kind of expand it all out and stuff. Just kind of use the hot glue as like a binding agent, if you will. Let's see. Keldeo says, I could see a Human Alliance style crossover pack with Venom and Rampage. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the symbiote stuff. And then obviously, you're gonna want to paint the stuff. Venom is really easy. Venom is just matte black. Boom. This is it. War paints matte black. It's real simple. And honestly, what's really good about this is like, since it is kind of like round and somewhat jagged and flowy, you don't really need an airbrush or anything like that. You can lay the paint down with a brush. You don't even really need to thin the paint when you paint something like this. Just because of the texture and the shape and everything else, you're not going to get hardly any brush strokes on this stuff. So yeah, that's also a plus if that's how you're gonna paint the stuff, which I don't see why you won't. See, what's up, Andre, man? Hope you're doing all right. He says, can I use black hot glue? Yeah, you can use whatever color hot glue to do this trick with, as long as, like I said, if you're trying to do a Carnage, something for Carnage, you can use some red hot glue, or black hot glue, right? If you want to save on paint and stuff, absolutely. Yeah, whatever color you need. Oracle says colored hot glue doesn't hold as well, in my opinion. Well, I mean, I like hold to what? Like the foil? I mean, the foil is just temporary. The foil is just to help you get your shape, right? So it doesn't have to hold really to anything. But yeah. And now we got like drips and drizzles all over this piece. So now I'll just put this onto Venom, right? You can see like he's got like the back tendrils kind of coming forward and stuff, right? So, and if you guys see something on eBay, like I know they did like that Venom, Madness Venom, Marvel Selected. Like if you see like parts or something that you want to add to this, right, and kind of have like a Marvel Legends style Venom Madness, feel free, like grab like all the extra parts that you can or whatever. Let's see. Keldeo says, I already mentioned Spider-Man with Cliff Jumper, so what about Gwen with Transformer Prime RC? I can see that. Why not? The consistency doesn't stick very well. I don't know, man. I've never really had a problem with it, but Oracle does a lot of the crafting stuff more than I do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the hot glue and the tendrils. And if there's something too, like you can get like this wire, right? And you can bend the wire however you want it. Let's just kind of bend this up like this. We'll twist it around itself, whatever. Like you want to add some tendrils to like Venom or Carnage or Phage or Scream or whoever, right? There you go. There's that looks tendril-y, right? It's the same thing. So like on the back here, like if you want it to stick, right? It's the same thing. But the cool thing is with this, you can kind of actually stick it into the glue. So when you get something like this here, you can, if the hot glue worked for me, come on, Mr. Hot Glue Gun. Am I in shot? Yeah. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Like you can just kind of get it drizzled over this wire, right? Like that, and you'll get like this really kind of slimy, like kind of tendril, goopy kind of thing. Now you're gonna want to obviously cover the whole thing, right? Make it as tendrily as possible, right? And then there you go. Now hot glue will remelt itself, okay? So keep that in mind. So hold it, if you have to hold it like at a base like that for, a second or two, just hold it and put it back in the position or in the area or whatever that you want it in. And then there you go. You got like a tendril that will come up over Venom's shoulder or Carnage or whoever, right? So there you go. And then once you're done gooping it all over or whatever, you just paint it black or yellow, whatever color it is that you want it to be or need it to be. And then there you go. You got like a little tendril thing for his back. Really, like I said, really easy stuff. Just not even really time consuming either. I like making stuff. Keldeo says another idea is Teen Titan Cyborg with Wheeljack or Bulkhead. Wheeljack, yeah, definitely Wheeljack. So let's do some other customizing here real quick. Let's do this old Toy Biz Wolverine, right? I made him some real metal claws a long time ago. As you guys can see, there's 3 there and 2 here. Well, there's 2 here because this metal claw fell out a while back, and I just kind of had him sitting on the shelf, just kind of like whatever about it. But then when I started doing this, when I turned, decided to do the live stream or whatever, I was like, screw it, let's fix him. So he's actually really easy. You get a little hairpin, and that's what these are. These are hairpins, right? And you cut it on the flat side. So make sure you're cutting it like on this part, just the flat side, because that's the part that you're going to want. And I'm using these Gundam cutters, which is not the greatest idea to do this with, but get some wire cutters, like some really, really good wire cutters. Which I'm trying to cut this, guys. I promise. But these are not cutting it. I might have to fix him off camera. But anyway, what you'll do is oh, there it goes. It broke. I don't know where it went. It flew. Damn it. Okay, I'll find that later when I step on it by accident. So yeah, you'll just cut the one side off to where you get like really, you'll have the flat piece, right? And then you'll cut this little tip off. You'll cut a little angle into it, and you'll just put it right into his hand like that. So yeah, really, really simple stuff. That piece just flew, man. I don't know where it went. So I was going to show you guys how to do that too. But, oh well, whatever. So there goes that idea. But yeah, man, type in the chat. What do you guys want to talk about? Like I was saying here with the tendril stuff, right? So like, let's make a little arm for Carnage real quick. So I'm gonna use a bigger piece of foil than that. Kind of want to extend it. I kind of want to grip it in the. So you take the handle like this, and see the knife is actually pegged into the arm, right? So now you can kind of wrap it all around like this, and have a stabbing weapon for Carnage. Bam. And it's the same thing, man. Just hot glue, dump some hot glue like that. And then, you know, if you want to add some tendrils or something to it, make it look, you know, real Cletus Cassidy like or whatever. Like, see how it's kind of dripping and oozing down like that. There you go. Really simple stuff. And then, like I said, you just let it dry and you call it a day. You see, it's oozing down the knife on this side. Yeah, I think I might keep that. Then when you get to a point to where you just do that, and bam, you got yourself a nice little dagger stabby weapon for your carnage. And you can put it on either arm too, on either hand. So, like I said, really good for articulated comic book art. For anybody who does ABCA, all that stuff. Let's see. But yeah, man, I don't know what else to talk about in this live stream. I figured I'd have more to talk about. But yeah, that's it. Just making some symbiote stuff. Figured I'd give you guys an update on the stop motion. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I guess I'll see you next whenever I see you. Next live stream, next video, next. Oh, shout out to the Trans Aaron as well. I don't know who this guy is. The Trans Aaron is talking about customizing. I'm pretty sure Ninja Bill knows who he is too. But shout out to Trans Aaron. He's got me doing this Dag one. Oh, that's a Dag Fire. Dagu Fire. So hopefully this will be done, and I'll send that back to him here pretty soon. But yeah. Oh, Oracle's reminding me of the Superman thing. So hold on, let me grab that real quick. I'll show you guys what you guys can do with this hot glue stuff. So you can get this centerpiece here is a Mafex, part of a Mafex stand. It's a straight piece, and then all this is like hot glue and blast effects from Transformers and stuff, and then a blast effect that I cut up and put it around his head. So, and as you see right there, there's the foil that got stuck to it that won't come off. But yeah, that's it. It's painted. I airbrushed the paint on this with a translucent red to give it, you know, that red energy kind of effect. And that's how my Mafex Superman and this Kryptonite Doomsday, McFarlane Kryptonite Doomsday, sit on my shelf. Superman is definitely in trouble. But yeah, man, you can do crazy stuff with it. I hope this helped out anybody for articulated comic book art or anything like that who might have needed some ideas. So as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you next video, next live stream, next whatever it is that I see you guys. And as always, cut it out. Later, everybody.